Hello and welcome to another edition of We Move with Super Eagles. And as you know, Africa's biggest football fiesta is just a few weeks away. We'll take you into the world of the Super Eagles as the team continues its preparations for the tournament. And don't forget that We Move with Super Eagles is proudly brought to you by MTN, the official communications partners of Nigeria's national football teams, most especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Starting with Biola Kazim, third appearance in a row.
Yep.
Are you having fun with us, though?
Absolutely. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, good to have you. Also on the show, the Queen of Freebies hasn't given us any freebies, but to the guys at home, you are quite generous.
I am very generous, but I won't be so generous today because the last episode, those questions were super easy. So we'll take it a notch higher today.
What are we expecting? Questions or activity?
You'll get to find out when it's the Game On segment.
All right. Okay. So on the show today, we'll be looking at a whole lot. Remember, it's just a few weeks before the African Fiesta does kick off, and we'll be looking at just how the spread of victories have been according to regions on the African continent. So it's a very, very incisive and insightful episode that we promise to bring you today. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will move with Super Eagles. Welcome back to the show, and we talked about how insightful and incisive today's episode will be. And guys, the quick thing to note as we approach this African Fiesta is that the presence of 12 of the 24 teams at this tournament are from West Africa. That is huge, especially when we look at that breakdown and see just how many teams have actually qualified for the African Fiesta. And the breakdown, as you can see it, from the WAFU region, which is West Africa, we've got Nigeria, Senegal, Ghana, Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Gambia, and Mauritania. The first 5 names there, Biola, could end up as champions.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got 12 teams from West Africa out of 24. That's like half of all of the teams, going for the African Championship. I mean, I feel like a number of factors are involved. One, we are better footballers in West Africa.
Well, if you look at the stats about just how many trophies have been won per region, North Africans have got more.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, not in some way you would say not surprised. Quite a number of them, particularly the ones won by Egypt, quite a number of them were won way back. They had a great run in, I think, 2006, 2008, 2010, where they put 3 trophies, together on the bounce. But other than that, their dominance hasn't been really, really strong across, tournaments. You imagine that half the time a West African team will be there or thereabouts, a couple of them in the semi-finals and maybe one in the final. The last tournament, that was exactly, what happened. So West African teams are always in and among, I mean, what 9 trophies?
But why are they so strong, though?
Well, a number of factors. I think
we have better players. We have them on the international front more from the West Africa. We have most of the players that jump to your mind these days are usually Africans making waves in Europe are usually from West Africa.
Well, you look at those North African countries, and the fact that their leagues are probably a lot more lucrative than some of the leagues where some of the West African players head to.
So I think that this is how it works. I think that the North Africans make up for, I'd say, their lack of exposure or the lack of exposure of our players playing in Europe by being very organized at home. So they have really strong leagues. They have a really, really strong football system where the teams have big stadia, strong supporters, a strong academic system as well. West Africa will make up for a lack of, in quotes, organization with sheer natural talent, our athleticism, and also the fact that a lot of our players go to Europe to go and learn, in quotes, that level of organization.
Also, for all he said about just how strong these West African teams are, 12 of 24 teams will be from West Africa. Just look at the 5 countries that will be coming from North Africa. Algeria, the defending champions, Tunisia, Egypt, Morocco, and Sudan. The first 4 could easily be champions.
Yes, we'll talk of Algeria. defending champions. We talk of Egypt, like he has said, they've got the organization. We look at Morocco. You can't leave Morocco out of it. We've got some reputable names in there. We've got Hakim Ziyech, and we've got some
So
players
if you
that we
put
feel
all 12 West
Yeah.
African countries together and put these 5 together, in terms of quality, who's got the better quality?
quality West Africa.
All
Quality
12.
West Africa. Quality West Africa, definitely.
He doesn't.
Why are you breathing like that?
Because you look at these North Africans and
I think that a couple of things are happening for
really
North
good.
Africans now. Internally, they are really organized. Like I said, they have really strong leagues, they have strong clubs. But importantly, something has been happening over the past, I'd say maybe a decade. They are becoming stronger with diaspora population. And so, for instance, you've got the Moroccan and the Algerian team. They have a lot of players who had played for France, maybe 1 or 2 other countries, are under 17 and under 21 level, and are now returning to go and play, for the full national team. And that, in a way, is starting to tilt, to some extent, the quality, you'd say, scale, towards North Africans. I mean, man for man, like Ose said, West Africa has possibly the better quality players, but because a large population of diasporic players from North Africa are also returning to go and play for their home countries, they are beginning to, in some way, tilt the scale in terms of the sheer quality of the players.
all right, you probably have to bring your atlas out just to be able to confirm where Cameroon are. I've always had that problem, but with the West African nation
Central
or
Africa.
Central African nation.
When it comes to football, I don't want them to be West Africa.
So in Central Africa, the host Cameroon, they alongside Equatorial Guinea and Gabon and Equatorial Guinea have both hosted the African Fiesta. But the Cameroonians, obviously, the strongest of the Central African contingent.
Yes, definitely. Very strong, but I don't see them making it all the way to the finals. But that's not the topic of conversation. They will make it. It's like they should be at home. How does that affect?
All right.
Equatorial Guinea. Then we've also got Gabon. I see Gabon going quite far in the tournament. But Central Africa are just there as well to fill in the space. We've already established the fact that the battle is West Africa versus North Africa, East Africa, South Africa, even though South Africa is not in the tournament. But we've got East Africa, South Africa, and Central Africa just filling up. I mean, some people have to fall off at the group stage, and these guys are the ones who just fill up that space.
All right, so let's just fill up the numbers, like Oster said, and go to East Africa, where there's Comoros, my very favorite destination, Ethiopia and Malawi. And then you go to Southern Africa, where the big miss has got to be the Bafana. They will not be at the African Fiesta. That's a huge miss.
South Africa not representing South Africa.
Yep, because there will be no Zambia. Also, just Zimbabwe. All right, so let's narrow down the conversation around the Super Eagles as we take it to the crowd. Let me talk to the man over there. In terms of the Super Eagles, where do you think the biggest challenge will come, especially the way we've discussed it? Will it come from the North Africans, the likes of Egypt and the likes? Will it be from West Africa, our fellow neighbors like Senegal and Ghana? Or will it be from the East or the South?
All right, looking at the group Super Eagles are in, I think the major challenge is going to come from the North Africa, seeing that their first game is against Egypt. And Egypt is going to definitely be a tough game for them. I support Super Eagles, but I don't think Super Eagles can actually go with a win. So let's just say draw.
All right, let me talk to the man next to you. He's talked about the North Africans. Are you scared a bit of our fellow brothers in the West?
We are not scared of our fellow brothers in the West, but I still believe that in North Africa will be the biggest challenge for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, most especially Egypt. It hasn't been easy for the Super Eagles of Nigeria playing against Egypt. So
everyone seems to be really afraid of these Egyptians. They've only got Mohamed Salah.
Well, they've got Nani too to throw it. And a couple of other guys.
We'll take a break. On we move with Super Eagles. When we come back, we've established we're not afraid of the Egyptians. We here are not afraid. They're afraid. We're not. We'll take a break. When we come back, it is still We Move with Super Eagles.
If I buy this bully, now trekking be my portion. We do. It be like say it happen for them. Almost level. No darling. After all of us now visitor. Oh boy, now me the one place the 7 times a woof. Bros don't get 5 times a woof. And this I don't collect 6 times a woof. This one now woof everywhere you go.
Whether you be new or old MTN customer, turn up a woof with the boss spray everywhere you go.
Bobby, make una show.
All right, welcome back. It is still We Move with Super Eagles. Up next, we head to Team Focus as we continue to count down to the start of the African Fiesta, starting just a couple of weeks from now. The team in focus today are the Warriors of Zimbabwe. They forced their way into Africa's World Cup again, and they're gradually becoming a consistent side with successive appearances in 2017 and 2019. Our credit must go to the players for qualifying ahead of former champions Zambia in a very, very tough group. So, guys, if we bring the Zimbabweans into the picture, they're starting to qualify for multiple African tournaments now, but they're still nowhere close to being regarded as even outsiders.
Certainly, but I think that they will have gotten a few people's attention, by getting to the African Championship ahead of Zambia, who are,
Former winners.
absolutely, and veterans of appearances here. I also think that teams like Zimbabwe qualifying for successive appearances, at the African tournament is mainly because it's now been expanded to 24 teams. Prior to that time, they never qualified at all because obviously the barrier was a bit higher. But now that it's 24 teams, which I think is one of the better things here because we are seeing teams like Comoros, Gambia, which really, spreads the joy of appearing at this, championship across more African teams. So they've been one of the better beneficiaries. I also think that the best way to look at the evolution, so to speak, is to consider that they were not qualifying and now they've qualified for 2, now 3 on the bounce, and they are getting to the group stages. Who knows? They might be able to sneak in, into the second round.
I know, they're not going to win it. They're grouped alongside Senegal, Guinea, and Malawi. So it's a pretty open group for them if they get their acts together.
No, but I mean, Senegal jumps at you, Guinea as well. But like Biola said, because it has been open to 24 teams, you get a lot of sides make it through. And the tournament itself is not the qualifiers. At the qualifiers, as much as we like to believe that everyone brings on their A game, it's a different thing when you're fighting for the trophy. So in that group, of course, Senegal and Guinea are obviously going to finish ahead of them. But it's great that they came into the tournament, and the farthest I know they're going to get to at the group stage.
All right, let's look at some star players for this, if you can call them star players. In Zimbabwe, they are star players. Marvelous Nakamba of Aston Villa. He plays for Aston Villa. Not a lot of Zimbabweans. Before he came, he was almost one of the... I think he's the only Zimbabwean who's playing in the Premier League this season. He's a hugely talented player. He's not playing for a small side. Villa are not by no means a small team.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a bad player, but, like Costa said, and like everyone knows, the African Championship is for the best of the best. And really...
Please, you're being too calm. Me, I like to rate people based on goals. He hasn't scored a goal for his side. I mean, he started his career since, 2009. He has only 3 goals. 3 goals only his entire career.
But there's a guy you're always talking about, Tino Kalawari. Plays for Lyon. You like him a lot. He also hasn't scored any goal.
No, he scored. He scored 3 goals in 19 appearances.
And he's a forward.
Scored.
And he's a forward.
Please,
3 goals in 19 games.
Excuse me, he has scored. And I even remember there was this very impressive goal he scored last season against PSG. It's ingrained in my head.
It was a really good goal.
It was a really good goal, honestly.
Should I tell you players who have scored good goals against PSG?
Excuse me, please. We're talking about Tino here. Thank you. So, yeah, we know Zimbabweans don't really have the A-class players, but they will do great. And like I said, we already know that it's going to end at the group stage, but I think they will come in guns blazing and give it their best shot.
So we wish the Zimbabwe national team, the Warriors, the best of luck. They're going to need it at this African Fiesta as it kicks off on January the 9th. Let's head forward then. And today, we go beneath their wings to bring you one of the Oyinbo wall in the Super Eagles defense. We're introducing Leon Balogun. The defender speaks about his Super Eagles experience, his readiness for next month's African Fiesta, and talks about how he has no regrets choosing to play for Nigeria.
I think expectations are very high. But for now, I'm just happy and grateful for another big opportunity to face a big tournament with Nigeria. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I don't see it as a challenge really. I think I was invited at one point because Stephen Keshi back then, he saw quality in me and he believed in me. And what I'm just trying to do is my best, give it my all always. And I bring maybe some kind of German mentality in here. I know some of the lads, sometimes they think I'm too strict and too vocal, but that's just me in the game. It's never personal. It's just how I was raised in football. And as I said, it's about the team, about the collective. And the better we do as a collective, the better I can be. It's never about my own performance in particular. Of course, I need to put in work and do my best and give it my all, but I can't win a game alone. And Igalo can't win a game alone. Alex Iwobi cannot win a game alone. It's all about the collective always. And I think I've been very blessed and happy to play in a generation of the Super Eagles where we always had great unity. And yeah, that's what I profit from after. Of course, I bring my own qualities. But yeah, I'm happy that the team believes in me, that fans believed in me over all those years. And I hope I can put some more smiles on their faces. Okay, let me ask a question back, or a couple. I've played a World Cup with Nigeria. I'm going to play an AFCON with Nigeria. I've faced great teams with Nigeria, so would you regret it? Would you? Probably not, right? No, there's no point of me regretting anything. I'm as I said, super grateful, and it's always a great experience to be here. I love the different vibe. Of course, I'm not happy about not playing as a regular, but then again, it's about a collective, and you have to respect the decisions by the manager always. It's not always easy, I'm not going to lie. There are times where I'm angry, but you have to try to stay in that positive mood, and I'm a very optimistic person. And so far, I think when I've played, I've always got my chances, and I've always used them. So I have to be patient, unfortunately again, but this is nothing that will break me. A friend lately, he said, I'm so sorry to not see you play. And then I was like, look, my name is Balogun, and the circumstance that breaks me with the meaning of that name, that doesn't exist yet, so don't worry about me. I'm always looking forward with a smile.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, getting set for another day. Another chance to change my story. I believe in my hustle. I know be lazy person, but life is just they knock me boost. If it don't close, I go find another. If I fall down, I go try to recover. If it ever walk me, I know they bother. Cause I believe say I go surely prosper. You don't get that shit won't be. We move. No matter what they say, we move.
Whatever life brings, we move. Turn up your dreams. MTN, everywhere you go.
All right, welcome back. It is still We Move with Super Eagles. And Biola, we have, unfortunately, got into the part of the show where we would love to be part of.
Yep.
We cannot be part of it. It's a time where you guys, our audience, and of course the guys at home, have a chance to win lots of prizes courtesy of MTN. And the queen of freebies, somewhere around, she'll keep you updated.
I'm here. What do you mean by somewhere around? I'm here.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Welcome, guys, to the Game On segment. Like he said, my favorite part of the show. This is where we get to play a very simple game. Sometimes not so simple, but of course we crown our winners with freebies courtesy MTN. And today these are our lovely contestants. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, so we've been talking about football all day long, and it's only fair that a ball is involved in our game for the day. Now, today's game is really simple, very, very simple. You don't believe me, see his expression. I promise you it's simple. All you need to do is place the ball on your head and ferry the ball to the finish line. And that's it. Simple, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get right into it. First 2 contestants. Hopefully our only 2 contestants. Hopefully we don't have to get another set of people to try. So let's go. Where's the ginger I saw, Ella? Yeah, thank you. Next person. All right, let's have you. Let's go. Very quickly. Okay, so who goes first? I'll have you stand here first and you on the other side. So who goes first? MTN. All right, let's go. Everywhere you go. Yeah. Once you place it, that's when you move. So you take your hand off the ball. So place it first. You can't be fast. Don't mind anybody. Do what works for you. Usain Bolt, move. All right, let's go. We don't have all day, MTN. Let's go. Move it. Just move. So you have 15 seconds left. 13, 14, 15. Can I have my ball if you're not going to get to that finish line? Thank you. Hand it over to him. Thank you. All right, just stay there. Just wait there. Just stay there. All right, let's go. Quickly. Remove it. I believe in your head. Your head is steady. All right, let's go. Take that first step. Can I have my ball back there? Thank you so much. Make your way back to your seat. Thank you. I'll have you come this way. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so that was so much fun. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, it was fun.
You've got the right shape of head.
Thank you.
This is yours. What do you have to say to MTN?
I say thank you so much for the opportunity and for the gift.
All right, you can make your way back to your seat. So with that, we have come to the end of today's Game On segment. And remember, the conversation and the fun doesn't end in the studio. Follow the conversation and the fun online at MTN NG on Instagram and at MTN Nigeria on Facebook and YouTube. Now, Tolu, you always say I don't give you the opportunity. I think this is the day that I'll give you the opportunity.
I don't want to do that. I don't think my head is quite...
What?
I don't think I'm in the right...
This.
What about...
I believe in your
frame of
head.
What about...
to do
Come and try this.
My head is resting nicely here. And that's exactly where we're going to leave it.
Thank you very much, Ose. Don't forget, if you're just joining us, you have missed a very, very wonderful show. All you have to do to see a rerun is to go to YouTube. That is at MTN Nigeria. And you will see previous episodes of We Move with Super Eagles as well as this one you're watching right now. Biola, though, we've had fun. We've talked about the spread of African Championship wins across the continent. And we've confessed that the West African teams are probably most well-suited for the coming African Fiesta.
Yes, but I'm sure the North Africans will have something to say about it. And so it will be a really, really interesting and exciting tournament to see the best of West Africa go against the best of North Africa.
All right, so if you did not enjoy this package, which I doubt, then you will not get a better package anywhere else. Thank you very much for coming through. Biola Kazim. My name is Tolu Shota. It's been We Move with Super Eagles. Thank you very, very much for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.